Kampala Capital City Authority came into place 3 years ago, created by an Act of Parliament. The task that we had ahead of us was to transform Kampala, take it from where it had fallen for so many years, and create a city that we can all be proud of, a city that can be a destination for everybody, a city that can be welcoming for people that are coming back home, a city that we can all be proud of. So over the last 3 years, we've done a couple of things to get into that line of turning the city round. The first thing we started with was to restructure the institution. We came up with a new staff structure. We started hiring staff, very professional, very competent, very enthusiastic team of workers that have a mindset towards transformation, people that love this city, people that want to be part of history in creating a beautiful city that is the capital of our country. Then we went into a process of repositioning the city authority. Over the years, because of mismanagement and degeneration, the public lost confidence in the city administration. The development partners lost confidence in the institution. So we have been in a process of repositioning, rebranding, reintroducing the institution called KCCA. My dreams, my hopes, Kampala, my city. We have worked to bring back confidence, institutional confidence. We have worked to bring confidence of the public. We have worked to bring professionalism in what we do as a way of creating a basis for a relationship between us and our various partners. So we came up with a new brand that matches our vision, the KCCA brand. We have come up with a totally different way of doing things. We have come up with a strategic plan that is completed now. It's a draft plan, but we've been putting in place initiatives to get to where we want to go as a city. The first 2 years were doing the basics, setting up the structure, recruiting staff, getting basic services running in the city. These services include things that other cities take for granted. Cleaning the city, for example, is something that we cannot take for granted. So we have been cleaning up the city. The collection of garbage has increased by over 100% since we came in. We have bought new garbage trucks. We are teaching the public to manage their waste. Right now, we are in the process of recruiting an international company to manage our solid waste right from production up to recycling and generation of power and recycling the garbage into other products. We then looked at the infrastructure, which has been a very, very big challenge in the city. The roads were terrible, the drainages were clogged up. We have done many roads in the city. We have done just under 90 kilometers of rebuilt tarmac roads and about the same length of kilometers for upgrading and improving the roads that are still maram. Some of our key projects have been Kabaka and Njagala Road. We have done 6 roads in Nakasero area. We have done the different roads in Kawempe, Bukoto Kisasi, Kawempe Tula, Makindye, Hanlon Road. We're now working on other projects which include the Jinja Road. It's going to be a 6-lane highway with walkways for the public, a drainage to help with the surface runoff, and also a bicycle lane. We have done the same for Kabaka and Njagala, and that is the plan for all the roads where we have the space to do that. We have put up just over 3,000 new lights in the city. We have repaired the traffic lights at the junctions. We still don't have enough, but we've repaired what we have, and we are looking at putting more. We have also gone into basics like desilting the drainages, which were clogged up to reduce flooding in the city. Some drainage black spots that were a problem every time it rains have now become flood-free. Clock Tower is one of them, and then other parts of the city. We are finishing the construction of Lubigi Channel, which is addressing the flooding in Bwaise.
We have been able to construct sewer line along Kafumbe-Mukasa Road. This sewer line has been very problematic and was preventing the rehabilitation of Kafumbe-Mukasa Road because it was always oozing sewage and it lies almost in the middle of the road. This road is expected to be handed over in March this year.
For the financial year 2012-2013, KCCA received 199 billion from government, 130 billion from central government, and the rest from local revenue. That is the money that we use to fund our budget. One of the things that we've done as KCCA is to improve household incomes. So we've been funding groups and individuals under the different programs. Under the Youth Fund, we've dispersed so far 2.8 billion shillings out of the 3.3 that is being managed by Centenary Bank. We have also been able to give out over 2 billion under the NADS program to individuals and groups. In support of that, we have also started an agricultural resources development center on our land in Chanja. We are breeding very high quality pigs, giving out piglets. So far we've given out 253 piglets to farmers. We've also been able to produce semen, which farmers take to improve their yield. We also have a trial chicken, broiler chicken, which is very high performance chicken. We also have a greenhouse that we have started, again to develop plant materials that farmers can use to improve their fruit and vegetables in order to improve their household incomes.
Under the Youth Fund still, we started the establishment of the Employment Services Bureau, and the house that used to be the residence for the town clerk has been renovated. It will be a place where young people can come and get training, but also be linked to people who are looking for.
We have funded 758 groups, 15,000 individuals so far under the community group support project that we have. These are youth that are making various products as cottage industries. They are also providing various services, and we are monitoring them to see how well they are doing with the funding that we are giving them. We are teaching basic skills of improving their businesses. What we are working on now is a warehouse facility to be able to complete the value chain where we'll be able to market these items and get value. In addition, we have been creating workspaces. We have now just completed Wandegear Market, and the vendors are in the process of moving in. Wandegear will be able to accommodate 1,200 workers. We have also bought land in Kitintale, in Gaba, and in Bukoto to build additional markets. We are looking towards getting additional funding to construct a market in Kasubi to accommodate the people in Kasubi and Nakulabye. The intention is to have one good market at least in every division, and we think that that can be achieved. KCCA has 10 health centers that we manage. We have been working on improving them, upgrading them. We have put in place laboratories. We have put in place a system to manage the drugs so that they are not stolen. We are part of the project Naguru Hospital, which is KCCA property, which was completed by the Chinese government. We are looking towards activating that facility 100% to become a referral center for the people that come from our various health centers. We offer maternity services, HIV care, postnatal care. We have a very big drive towards improving our maternal and child care facilities.
Our facilities, the 9 that are the smaller levels, see about 43% of the antenatal cases. There is one like Kawala whereby you find that they immunize up to 300 children in a day. They see 250 new mothers in a day, and they deliver up to 4,000 mothers in a month. Now that number of delivery is actually more than very, very many private hospitals in Kampala. We have recruited up to about 290 new staff, all cadres. And we went ahead and also purchased ambulances such that the referrals from one facility to another can actually be improved. there was a presidential pronouncement that public toilets should be free. And I can tell you now, we have 11 public toilets in the Central Business District that are free. Examples are Watoto, you go to the City Square, you go to one on Entebbe Road and some Nakasero Market. As soon as we decided to make public toilets free, we realized when we did the assessment, up to 3,000 people are using our toilets in a day. Now you'd wonder, if they were not free, where were they going?
As a city authority, we felt that we need to create as much employment as we can. For example, in the support sectors of cleaning the city, desilting the drainages and doing the roads, we have created over 5,000 jobs in the last 3 years. These people have improved their lives and the lives of their families because they work for us and we make sure that they are paid on time. We have been on a very big campaign to green and beautify the city, and you can see in the various parts of the city, the greening, the road islands, the parks, the Independence Monument, and others that we are working on, big projects like the Centenary Park that we want to embark on, as well as the Sheraton Gardens, which we are going to work on in partnership with the Sheraton Hotel, so that the public can enjoy some green in the city. We have the Kampala Physical Development Plan, which was approved last year by the National Physical Planning Board. We are now at a stage of developing detailed designs so that we can implement it. That is a plan that will improve the layout of the city, working within what we already have as the existing city. One of the biggest deterrents to people coming into the city has been congestion, and this has grown every day with the number of commuter taxis increasing, the borders, and the human traffic coming into the city. Even as we're looking at getting mass transport facilities, buses, activating the train so that we have the passenger services for the train operating, we're also looking at decongesting, reducing the number of borders in the city, making some areas border free. We did a border registration exercise aimed at knowing the numbers as we plan. We are coming to the end of that exercise. We now want to get that data and begin working on how many borders, which areas will have borders and which areas will be border free. We want to develop a multi-purpose parking where the old taxi park is. That is the plan. We have finished renovating the new taxi park, which looks quite nice, but it's not enough in terms of parking. So we're looking at that and also putting out satellite taxi parks so that people coming from Masaka will have a taxi park in Matete, from Bombo Road will have a taxi park in Bwaise, Ginger Road will have a taxi park in Banda, so that we have less taxis coming into the city. We have a desire to resuscitate the spirit of patriotism and love for Kampala. One of the things we've done is to start the Kampala City Festival, which is one big party where we have all shades of Kampala dwellers, we have all classes, all kinds of food and drinks, all kinds of music. People come out on the street as part of the independence celebrations and celebrate just being people in Kampala. We have seen a lot of enthusiasm. The first one, we had about 100,000 attendance. The last one in 2013, we had 300,000 plus people attending with floats and all those good things. And we're going to see that growing where people come from different parts of East Africa as well as different parts of the world to participate in the festival. Over the last 3 years, we've been able to grow revenue by 86%, which is coming from about 28 billion a financial year to 60 billion currently. It's a big growth, but we think we can do a lot better. And we think incrementally we'll depend less and less on central government for funding. We have the ability to collect all the money that we have. The challenge we have is that revenue is now manually collected. We don't have a comprehensive revenue management system. We are working on it where we can be able to identify, assess, account for revenue, and bill for the revenue that is due electronically, and enable taxpayers to be able to electronically pay their dues to the city without all the paperwork that we currently have.
You see a more accountable institution. You see an institution that is, run on principles of corporate governance. Yes, and you see some visible changes in the city, really, honestly. And this has been the point of engagement with our colleagues, the leaders in Kampala. Our political difference notwithstanding, we ought to support the managers at KCCA. Where they have a problem, let's castigate them. But these people are not standing for any political party. They are standing for a clean city, a flood-free city, a well-planned city, a good road network covered city, a beautified city. That's why our road junctions are really glittering. So that special status for Kampala requires certain interventions of government. Those interventions therefore have to be guided by clear policies. So there's nothing that should stand in our way as we transform Kampala. Because nobody is to lose or gain if Kampala is beautiful. A Kampala without flies, a Kampala without floods, a Kampala with a well-networked sewage system is good for all, irrespective of the political shades of opinion.
I want to say thank you to the government of Uganda for all the support that you've given us as a baby institution since we came into place. Thank you for the funding, thank you for the guidance, thank you for just standing with us to make sure that we can begin to work. I want to thank the legislature, the parliament, for constantly looking into our issues, giving us advice and helping us to move forward. But above all, I want to say thank you to the amazing team of workers that we have in KCCA. I'm so proud to lead these people. They are completely committed, completely dedicated, and so passionate about the transformation of the city. We believe Kampala can be transformed. We believe that the people of Kampala working with us